Hi y'all, what's up y'all? How everybody doing? Shout out to everybody in the chat with their thumbs jack. Y'all know how Trey Gang get down. And you know I got exclusive tea. And guess what? YouTube doing it all over again. When they shadow ban me, 'cause when I go live, the numbers go up. But they'll be like, Trey Gang, this is a copyright strike because you showed this image and stuff. So we gotta partially block that and fuck my views up. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, buddy. I just want to get straight to the T. Disclaimer for use a education purpose use only. All rights and image belong to their respective owner, and we do not claim ownership. So when I say this stuff, y'all, this what I mean when I say this stuff. All right. Now look, this what Miss Teresa just recently is said on her live video. Did Trey guys say this before I play this live video that everybody that been following me did just let you know Trey Gang ain't no joke out here. He ain't no scrub. Man, that man the beast mode right now. Mm-hmm. Cause Trey Gang said, man, look, y'all, Miss Teresa fell out with her family. Did Trey Gang say they saw me up? Share this video. If I said, man, look, y'all, Miss Teresa don't have no family support. Y'all don't peep that shit like. I'm like, man, y'all don't peep that. I'm like, man, look, the thing that I'm finding out. And when you go back to the footage, and I'm like, man, that lady, you know she ain't tagging them, no, she ain't doing none of that. This for the newcomer that's coming in, thumbing your boy up, sharing and liking, cause they gonna be like, damn, man, he got a foundation over here. And he said, I ain't see that, you know what I'm saying? But if I see those thumbs up, they saw it. So let me catch up. Yeah, let me catch up right quick. Listen to this stuff, y'all. This stuff is so crazy. I went back and said, Selena Gomez. Check this out. Y'all want me to prove this shit about Selena Gomez with Miguel Gomez with 54 Keys? We're like, yeah, let's look into the Miguel Gomez. And then when I say think about why she came out with that content and look at him alone. It ain't like they we think to suck on the footage. But since you brought it up, sucker might be on the footage. Why you went to the Gomez family? Oh, I caught on. So now check this out, right? Get the light up right now, because I'm gonna spoil everything. Y'all see it on the screen, right? Check this out. If you look on my screen right now, what the lawsuit said, this is lawsuit, the paperwork that's in black and white. Man, they jumped in Miss Teresa was contacted at 2:30. If she would come to that 2:30, you get exposed to security guard. And the other one that found her in the street. He got two security guards. Watch and listen to this when I say, damn, Trey Gang, you sure ain't lying. Everything you said, everything about me to you crack jokes on that lady, you be exposing that lady, but that lady still watching you. Cause once you tell everybody like, look, y'all, she ain't got no family support, you might want to look into it. Cause when everything was peaches and cream, when everything was peaches and cream, yeah, living over my mother of the world type stuff. Yeah, get those lights up right now. Get those lights up right now. Cause guess what I'm gonna show you with Tucson? Hold on, watch this. Check this out. Watch this. You see this? What you read? Read this right quick. And once you get to the bottom of the screen, number 11 on September 9th at 2:30. Look, 2:30, right? What time this will be? This will be right at 2:30, right? Mm-hmm. Watch this, y'all. Remember what Mr. Teresa just made this recent.
Hey, Laugh, how y'all feeling? I'm so goddamn tired of hearing. With all due respect, we give all honors to the Most High. But this my goddamn time right here. This my goddamn page. If y'all don't like what the fuck going on with y'all sorry asses, I ain't heard from half you bitches in umpteen years. Keep on calling my motherfucking mama with that shit, and she bugging my motherfucking ear. Y'all just made me tell my mama, fuck her, and I love my mama. So with y'all miserable ass, stop calling with y'all sad ass, cause y'all sad ass.
My bad, gang. Now look, when y'all heard that, notice when I said, "Hey man, she ain't got no family support no more." You see what she said? Fuck her mama and all this old stuff, cause y'all doing too much. Cause y'all getting in the inbox. Why would she say fuck her mama, right? All right. If you go to this footage right here, right? Check this out. Watch this, y'all. Check this out. I'm finna expose some teeth. This shit finna be the craziest shit in the world. Cause this finna go back to Selena Gomez and Miguel Gomez. Then that's why you got 54 in this shit. Right? Look, if you go when they said this, watch this. They just me scrolling. All right, you see at 2:30. Keep this in mind. This at 2:30, right? You got two narrative on 2:30. And guess how both of these two narratives finna put Miss Teresa involved. And once you watch that footage, you will see why she said this again.
Hey, Laugh, how y'all feeling? I'm so goddamn tired of hearing. With all due respect, we give all honors to the Most High. But this my goddamn time right here. This my goddamn page. If y'all don't like what the fuck going on with y'all sorry asses, I ain't heard from half you bitches in umpteen years. Keep on calling my motherfucking mama with that shit, and she bugging my motherfucking ear. Y'all just made me tell my mama, fuck her, and I love my mama. So with y'all miserable ass, stop calling with y'all sad ass, cause y'all sad ass want no motherfucking way around when I needed a bitch to give me a hug. Now leave me the fuck alone. I got bipolar, this is a learning experience. Don't push a bitch to the motherfucking limits, goddammit. Don't put a bitch, a black motherfucking woman that prayed for 100 kids in a room with a daughter named Kenneka and make that bitch plead. And then when you tell your lawyer that.
Did y'all caught that when she said, yeah, when my daughter was in the room with 100 people and you made that bitch bleed? That sound like you talked to Kenneka. You see what I'm saying? Y'all see this? Did you caught that? Did you caught that, right? Hold up. Cause all this finna go back to two something. You know what Mitch Teresa said? Yeah, they were forcing me to tell a lie, right? I still got the lawsuit reports. And this gonna show you exactly Tucson. Can we go back to Lifetime channel that we already watched? I don't have to share that video no more. Cause everybody saw the freezer footage. Sound like a sick game to me. Cause when this sound like a sis game, check this out. Do this sound like Hostel? If you got Lifetime coming out with a movie like Trap Daughter, they got to make their mind up if they gonna get along or not in the freezer. And they got a minimum amount of time to solve their differences while they getting recorded in this freezer. You talk about some Illuminati stuff. I showed that. I showed this stuff. So when you go back to the Lifetime movie, what time there will be? If you don't know, you should know what time there will be. Cause if Kenneka was in the freezer at 2 something, right? What do you think Lifetime will be filming in the freezer? Cause you know what? September the 9th, there were multiple notification bells. Capital security. Wow. All right. This at 2 some? Okay. This at 2 some then, right? So they said when it was at 2 some dealing with capital security and all of this stuff, let me scroll down and watch how it finna sound like a horror movie. Man, once you read it, check this out. Read it like a movie description. Read this like this your part to narrate it. Man, this shit so cold, bro. You will be reading this and you'll be like, look at it like this, sure. This for a prime example, right? On information and brief prior to 2:30 a.m. on or about September 9th, the Crown Plaza defended and are agents of the defendant. Capital Security had actual and exclusive knowledge that it was too many people in the room. There was where the deceased was. Kenneka Jenkins was the believer in that room. Smoke detectors had been disabled. In that room were descendants. Kenneka Jenkins was believed to be and are. There was smell of strong smell of intoxicated. You see how that sound? You talk about a movie script. Shit, even the lawsuit sound like a movie script. That's all I'm just saying. It's a fucking script. Check this out. Hold on, y'all. Get those lights up right now. We spilling too much tea on this channel, bro. We need everybody in here. This my breaking news right now. I need all the shares and all this, cause guess what? Cause guess what? Since we talking in that Tucson, right? Watch this, y'all. Man, y'all said thank you, Trey Game, for staying on the case. You a real one. And I'm like, yeah, I appreciate that and all, but you gotta be a real one too. Cause when they go back to 2 something in the morning, when I said knock 2 hours out the footage. All right. If I say not 2 hours out the footage on this right hand corner, it will be at 2:36. This at 1:38 on this footage. And guess what the time actually is? So if you go to 2:30, guess what you finna get? Watch this, y'all. Look, watch this. Let me skip to this part. All right. Now I need to skip to this part. Nope. Keep skipping. All right. Hold up. Watch this. You want to know what the footage showed at 2:30? And it's on the screen, right? Watch this, y'all. Look, watch this. When I say not 2 hours on the footage, the right hand corner say it's 4. The left hand corner say it's 3. When I say not 2 hours out the footage, this 2:04 in the morning. Do this match up with the paperwork in the lawsuit? And guess what you finna see? Mm-hmm. Guess what you finna see, right? Check this out. I'm finna keep skipping it. They go Bree at 2:07. All right. Boy, Trey ain't finna cook right now. Man, I'm finna cook. And I'm finna keep those same paperwork on the screen. What you see at 2:07. Once you go back to the MTV, like, yeah, baby, when y'all say y'all decided to search for her, yeah, cause we went to the garage and everything. What time it was? Round 2 song. This round 2 song. Since Mitch Teresa said Kenneka wants you to talk and tell the world the truth, this at 2 o'clock in the morning, 2 hours knocked out the footage, and you can go to the same lawsuit that Mitch Teresa said they tricked me, y'all. Now they ain't tricked you. You just a part of the plan. Since you started cutting up and show your way again, we gotta trick this bitch. Look at it. They said 2:07. Y'all remind y'all what a text message, Bree text messages. This the craziest shit ever. And once you understand this footage, Trey ain't telling the world this at 2:07. And the hotel told me Teresa at 2:30 or about 2:30, the hotel, the defendant, the captain security coming, they have knowledge. It was too many occupants in the room where the defendant Kenneka was believed to be. But she already in the freezer. That's why you already seen Bree Shemaya now already coming from this way, right? Yeah. All right. She didn't matter. Mm-hmm. You looking at a contract that's already been signed before Kenneka walked in the freezer. Everybody got to play their role, right? So what you would think that would happen when it's time to set her up? You got to everybody gonna be in play. Like watch this. Check this out. I got you see how long it froze? I'm skipping it. You see that? It still froze. Why would it be froze at this time? Now you know why when you go back to the Lifetime channel, it's some torturing going on at 2 something in the morning. And shit at 2 something in the morning, this just showed me what's the fuck going on the footage at 2 something in the morning, right? Look, boom, then a white girl come. Goddamn. Shit, do I need to go back to the Lifetime channel now and be like, whoa, Trey Gang, you shit. Goddamn it, you doing it again. What I'm doing? You spilling too much tea. Shit, this shit so hot you burning me. I don't mean no harm. Blow the tea, goddamn it. Ooh, this shit hot. Let me blow that mug, cause you know you can't just sip tea straight out the pot. Goddamn it, it'll burn your tongue. You don't want to get tongue burned, do you? Blow this tea before you sip that motherfucker. That's all I ask. Cause what the video show? Right. If the video showed this lady, white girl, when the news, guess who the news actually living over her sister did? Did you know about this girl with a white tee on? That's all I want to say. Yeah, buddy. Man, y'all, let's make history right now. Let's see how fast we can get 100 likes on this. Watch how I can play this video, the whole surveillance footage right here. This footage. Think about when the news as living over. Now it's a murder happened. Man, y'all, what was going on in the freezer on the Lifetime channel. And keep this in mind, on the Lifetime channel, guess where they said this brawl gonna be at? Yeah, buddy. You're gonna be like, damn, that's why the news, cause the other news was trying to expose the other news, be like, yeah, do you know about this girl? It was a video on Facebook. And it's circulating. We need to ask the police about it. Was a girl with a knife in her hand. Keep this in mind, Kenneka got a hole in her chest. Keep this in mind. Selena Gomez is related to the Martins family with the Gomez family. That's how she was, the same blood type as Kenneka Jenkins. Then you finna find out, like, damn, they knew she was a type, and this the setup. We need the kidneys. Hold up. Watch this. We ain't at 100 likes right now. Please. I'm begging with a poster. Just imagine. Put yourself right now and be like, my child miss. Everybody in the chat, like, a man or a woman, man, my child miss. I want to put out these posters, y'all. I just want to put out these. Have you seen her? Yeah, I seen her on the footage. What time this was? Cause the old bastard told me they didn't see my daughter. But when it comes to these lawsuits and the police, they're gonna label her as the victim. And I'm like, who is the blonde hair and the blue eyed girl? That she was a victim too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, keep it real. Shit, Miss Teresa finna really turn up now. I bet that bitch finna turn up right now. Cause the last time when I had went live and this shit, I'm like, y'all, this shit so goddamn deep. I like, man, I won't even be surprised. Goddamn it. And next thing you know, that bitch walking down the street butt naked. Crashing out, and then I had to go back to the timestamp. I'm like, damn. I go back when I was going live and match the timestamp up. I'm like, damn, that's why that bitch crashing out. Ooh, I know I got the bitch. Everybody, tell me, do this hit different? When you think of this white girl, and everybody heard what the news station actually ignored and said what was going on at 1 something in the morning. And keep this in mind, we know this at 2:19. And guess when she first entered there in that area? This a ballroom. This a private area in plain sight, right? Watch this. Look what this look like now. Damn, if they said 2:19, I remember what the news said. Oh yeah, Kenneka came out at 2 something, 2:24 on the elevator, right? Y'all remember that? And she roamed the halls for an hours. Since this at 2, just imagine what this gonna show at 4. Do this look like a murder setup? When you play this video, like, damn, 2 something? That's why Miss Teresa had to give us the Irene video and make it look like, you know what I'm saying, she would still be in the room. But she actually in the freezer though. This what you get 2 hours off on the footage, like Trey Gang said. Right? Ooh wee. And check this out. I got a video since we gonna watch this video. Check this out. Check this out. The best way to do this is this right here. Since we read the reports right, I want everybody to read this. Like, damn, Trey Gang, you sure ain't lying. I read this part. Let me hit the play button on this job. Since you know what's going on there too, son, look how the lawsuit is stuck on there too, son. Right? Now, look what it's saying. Neither a Crown Plaza or a. Watch how this shit finna sound like Hostel right now. Remember when they go to the Lifetime, the 2 trapped daughters that was in the freezer, they got to come to a difference and they got to come together before time run out and one gonna be saved and the other one gonna die. Once you go back to Saw, right, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Y'all remember that first Saw movie when they was in that like a bathroom? Yeah, this shit for real, bruh. That's the first. And then check this out. They like, yeah, you in the bathroom, you need this key, and they gonna play a game. They gonna play a game, right? You know when it comes to Saw, you gotta play a game to survive. Like Straight Driver said, yeah, it was all a game. This shit is crazy. And look what you finna see at 2:19, y'all. That's all I just want. I'm on it, Trey Gang. I'm finna hit that thumb button up. Cause if you read this paperwork, just imagine a Saw movie like the Lifetime. Did the 2 sisters allegedly in the freezer? And they still arguing about a man. Like what Jedediah said, this got all to do with something with a man. Right? Listen to what Jedediah said. All this shit recently. And Trey ain't finna bring to the light because they said what at 2 o'clock in the morning. 2:30. Miss Teresa was assured. Right? When you go back to that Lifetime channel, then they show when I said, yeah, y'all, Miss Bishop is Miss Teresa. And that's why she ended up in the freezer. Then the Lifetime movie showing like, yeah, Miss Teresa been looking for her daughter all night and link up with the motherfucker that set her up. Like, yeah, she over in the freezer. I'ma finger phone right quick. And this thing, she ended up in the freezer trying to save him. We all saw that, right? I just want, from now on, I just want everybody to look at the Lifetime, Oxygen Channel, FBI File, all these, you know what I'm saying? You got to look at these people different way. Because guess what? If Mitchell Teresa was sure at 2:30, Keep this in mind. This 219. We just saw what we saw with 219, right? This how they put Miss Teresa on blast because she snitching, right? So let's make this public, bitch. That's in they mindset. Like, okay, since you want to talk, right? Since you want to talk, right? All right. We assured that you was by Crown Plaza. Defendants, hotel staff, and employee or agencies. When I look at these agencies, I'm like, damn, this is gonna be the movie people. This is gonna be the employees and the staff, right? Look, Captain Security would have checked all those cameras. Look, boom. Since you see the white girl and the news as about a murder, so look how Miss Teresa trying to play that too, right? Cause they were like, yeah, we assured that you was contacted by security. Be like, yeah, where the cameras at? She talking about the cameras around about this time. So think about this. Why Miss Teresa would be asking about those cameras around about this time? Ooh, wee. Skip it. Watch this footage. Look what this show at 2 something in the morning. And once you look at this, like, damn, this right at 2:07. And then TY Live gonna instantly pop up in your head because you be like, damn, that's when I was watching the TY Live because they said it was at 2 something. And then when you look at Miss Teresa evil way, you'll be like, that's why she got a live at 2 something that recorded by TY and Miss Teresa used to fuck with his daddy. Make a lot of sense to me. Make a lot of sense why he'll be at the movie theaters. She couldn't even do this on her own. Look, what this would show, watch this, what this would show, watch this, y'all. If this showing this at 2:07, remind y'all of what Living Norris said. Yeah, we got video that's at 2:40. We got video that's at 2:30. She was still in the room. And then once you look at the footage and knock 2 hours off, everything gonna fall in line like, oh, that's why Miss Teresa had Kenneka phone. And say she was still in the room because they were all involved on it. 219. Check this out. Shit. Keep watching that footage because I got the speed turned up on this jump, right? So look, once you read this, bam, let's go look, boom. So you know they putting Miss Teresa on blabber like, yeah, look, check this out. September 9th, the defendant and the Capitol Security Company, right? And they undertook the responsibility to check the cameras in order to locate her. At that time, that what Miss Teresa ain't never told nobody. Well, don't that sound like an inside job, right? Yeah, Miss Teresa, look, we checking the camera right now. She called them for check the camera, and they said, yeah, they checking the camera right now. And to locate her. So Miss Teresa said they refused to watch the camera, y'all. But the whole time these folks said, yeah, look, we watching the camera right now to locate her. Sound like some editing going on, right? Then look who you get. Woo! Bree was the one that called me. Peace. Thank y'all. Monifa, you bitch. Cause Monifa scared. Monifa scared, bruh. Everybody else cool with it. Monifa, they breaking that cherry. Look what you see. And guess where they going? Straight to where? The private area. Where being married. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Keep watching that footage. Look. Keep watching. Watch how this shit so cold. That's all they got to show you on this, John. They had to tell you like, yeah, look, this shit so goddamn idiot and so edited, it ain't even worth watching the footage. Cause you can't trust the footage. No, trust this footage right now. Cause guess what they showing that Tucson exposing Miss Teresa family tree. Look, booyah on the footage. But you don't see no news crew. That's what Miss Teresa losing it at this point. Cause she can like, damn. Either way it go, if I do tell, I still got to explain why they own the footage. How you gonna say, yeah, look, y'all, look, she made a post about it. Zach interviewed him. That's why she didn't interview. That's why Zach didn't interview him because Miss Teresa, when Jane Coleman was in jail and all this, she was fucking with his daddy, Tanasia and them daddy. That would make sense, don't it? Carl Nesbitt, Teresa, fucking at the time. And found out Jane Coleman like, damn, bitch, you fucking with Carnell, you know what I'm talking about? You know, cause you know Jane Coleman, Vice Lord. But you know when they come to Carnell family, you know they BD. Raw people. So when you link T.Y. rolling the raw people, don't it make sense why Raw will be threatening me, Teresa, goddammit? Let me know why you run from me, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, all that. All of that. Don't that make sense now? And check this out. All because these niggas is shooters and killers on the west side, you know, they gonna and they little rappers and shit. You know, you'll see some of these niggas in videos and all this stuff. Just like in the movie, just like in when I told y'all, like, look, y'all, these people is coming in with actors and newscasts. I ain't finna let Kenneka go out like that, bro. I ain't finna let Kenneka go out there like that. Cause check this out. If Trey ain't told y'all this was at 2:35, y'all remember what the news said? Man, check this out. The news was so dedicated to Miss Teresa. Guess who the money hungry bitch was? Watch this, y'all. Look, check this out. For a prime example, I'm gonna put it over here. And let me go to this. Thumb me up right now and you agree with me. Yeah, Trey Gang. I'ma fuck with you on this one. You put in hard work. You the only one that stand 10 toes down. Kept that girl name alive every day, bro. Like you ain't got nothing else to do. And then look, if I told everybody, look what really would be going on at 2:25, right? Look what would be going on at 2:25. Everybody know that T.Y. and P's, right? But look at these bastards right here. That's part of Miss Teresa family, right there. And then if you pause it and stop it, you'll be like, damn, that's the old bitches. Right here. All family members. If I stop it right here and say, look, this bitch and this bitch family member. Right here. Right? Let me show you how the news Hold on, y'all. Watch this. The news, right? Check this out. This the news. This how the news cover for Miss Teresa, and she went against the old.
Build a website you love with
Cause
Wix.
this supposed to be the script right here. This was supposed to be the script. Miss Teresa, this had one song. Right? This make a big difference. Like, damn, Miss Teresa, you done went against the old. Now, yeah, bitch, you finna crash out. Cause you got the word, be like, yeah, there go Kenneka coming in the hotel and won some. But look at this footage. This was an hour before one song. But look what the news showed you. So if Miss Teresa would have kept quiet, this would ever be made a mystery. If the bitch would have just kept quiet, shut the fuck up, let us handle this. And the reason why she couldn't shut the fuck up, cause they tricked her. Boom, tricked her. She see how much money they really made and really gave her a chump change instead of this. You see this? Look, watch this. Look at this. Oh, she coming in at one song. Cause that's finna cover up for this. Cause man, y'all, they said what she would be doing at 2 something? At 2:25. Pay down here, downstairs. So look at this image again. 2 hours off the footage. And ooh, Lord Jesus. Man, you mean to tell me the news were trying to fuck with me, Teresa? Like, look, we're gonna show her right here at Tucson. And look at this. This at 2:25. What time this will be at 2:25? Shit. You just caught him in the lie. That means, damn, you got to cover this shit up. I thank you, Bree Bree, but that Monifa bitch. Look at it. Lawsuit. Then you finna go to the lawsuit. Oh yeah, round about 2 something in the morning. Miss Teresa assured that yeah, the security and they overtook the responsibility to check the security cameras, right? Watch this. Is we gonna see security after this footage? Watch this, y'all. Let's get it. Look what the footage finna show. Look what this footage finna show. I got it speed up. This is what we finna be seeing at 2:26. Right? Let me play this video, go down a little bit so we can understand. Bam. Right? Read it. She was last seen by the elevator. That's a completely lie, cause we already know she in the freezer. That's when they going along with the other girl. Won't that check this out? This shit so cold. Won't it make sense that Kenneka would be already in the freezer, and then they had the other girl that looked like Kenneka, her sister, her twin, they will play her and going to the freezer. So that means you got 2 sisters in the freezer like trapped out, right? Stop it playing, Trey Gang. That finna make a whole lot of sense. Like, damn, Trey Gang, that Lifetime channel finna fucking hit this. Cause they said it was trap daughters in the beginning, and Miss Teresa end up in the freezer with both of her daughters. That means one sister made it out and the other one didn't. And that's what you finna expose Chris Shaw Incorporated. That's why she took the video down. Cause she was exposing the girl that looked like a nigga would be the same one in the freezer with Kenneka. I told y'all I'm finna cook. I told y'all I'm cooking right now. Don't that make sense? Look, you got the white girl. Let the footage pro. This at 2:30. Woo! What the fuck? At 2:30. Look. Then look. Watch this. Read the reports now. This is why Miss Teresa really crashing out. Cause guess what? If you watch this footage from the beginning, you already know the news crew already set up for this shit. They already set up. Man, them folks in positioning, film recording, and say action. Now they finna do a murder scene. Now you finna see a murder. Do I need to show Saw video when that white boy was in there in the freezer? He had to cut his arm off, all that shit. Bill Murray made a movie, a Gold Buster Frozen Empire, and that's when Leonora, the video, the picture I always show like, damn, this bitch got a Gold Buster outfit on, and posing proudly in this shit. Look what the video show. Watch this. Watch this, y'all. 2:30. Guess why Miss Teresa said, hey, check those cameras. It's right around about this time. Can we agree? At 2:30. Why Miss Teresa said check those cameras? You wanna know why? Look who on the footage. Her. And guess who finna come behind her? Watch this. Check this out. So when they said it was at 3:32, this actually at 2:32. Match it up with 2:30 and then match this up. You will see why they said they seen her on the camera entering the kitchen and stuff.
Hey, Laugh, how y'all feeling? I'm so goddamn tired of hearing. With all due respect, we give all honors to the Most High. But this my goddamn time right here. This my goddamn page. If y'all don't like what the fuck going on with y'all sorry asses, I ain't heard from half you bitches in 10 years. Keep on calling my motherfucking mama with that shit, and she bugging my motherfucking ear. Y'all just made me tell my mama, fuck her, and I love my mama. So with y'all miserable ass, stop calling with y'all sad ass, cause y'all sad ass want no motherfucking way around when I needed a bitch to give me a hug. Now leave me the fuck alone.
So look, if you would notice on the footage, y'all already know when Shemaya and them came this way, right? Right? And they went out already. Why you would see them will come back from this same area? That means they walked around the building, right? So we just seen you just walk down this way, with TY and them and Bit Teresa other family members, right? On this camera. But mysteriously you just pulled up and just popped up out of here coming back on this John again and you still on the phone. So guess who you'll be on the phone with? Miss Teresa Bree. Cause Bree played a role. That's why she said Bree wanted to call me. And she said if it wasn't for Bree, she would have never known that her daughter was missing. And it was all down together, right? Now check this out. Look who the scaredy, look who the scaredy girl is. Monifa. Look, check this out, right? Then look. This at 2:36 in the morning. What this look like at 2:36? And she asking, yeah, can you check the cameras at 2:30? And they said, yeah, we're gonna check the cameras at 2:30. And guess what they said at 2:30? Oh yeah, we seen her on camera entering the kitchen through the employee door and downstairs hallway. And then look, and guess where they coming from on the phone? Sound like they communicating. Boy, they putting Kenneka through hell, Jack. Watch this. Watch the video. Don't it make sense now? Ooh, man, I got him at 2:36. Man, I got him at 2:36, and I'm reading these reports like, oh shit. When you start playing with numbers and shit, like 332 Skulls and Bones. Y'all remember 332 Skulls and Bones, right? So now I'm like, damn, that's why you got 332 on that motherfucker. Shit, I done did so much research, I wouldn't be surprised the motherfucker come to me be like, you wanna be a mason? Nah, I'm cool. Look, then look, boom, then you got TY coming in from the back same area, and then guess who they with? Payal. Talking about Illuminati numbers, skulls and bones. Jesus. Man, just imagine some things that you found out and you know you got a following like this. Imagine you be like, look, y'all, the shit that I'm finna tell you, you ain't even finna believe me on it. And this the most spookiest shit. Cause once I tell you, you be like, nah, Trey Gang, I'm straight. Just holler at me when you get some tea, you know what I'm saying? And then they gotta take me to Teresa crash out. And then for a motherfucker come back, be like, damn, Trey Gang wasn't sounding so crazy. Not even Chosen King didn't sound so crazy. Cause guess what Chosen King gonna be talking about at 2 something in the morning? That's the crazy part about it. Look, that's the crazy part about it. I swear to God, I tell y'all what, you wanna know what we can do right now? It's be like, yeah, Miss Teresa, I don't mean no harm. Would you block me if I send you a screenshot? Cause Trey Gang said this would be at 2:37, and he's showing us receipts with like, okay, I see where they was coming from, and I go to this footage. Cause keep this in mind, they told you that they were watching the footage and you in contact with security guard. Right or wrong. So will we be wrong? Be like, well, this at 2:37 and boom. So they explain why that you said, yeah. Kenneka would be still in the room at 2:40 and at 2:50. Booyah. A motherfucker just look like a nigga. But she just got the wrong shoes on right now. You know what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? Would that make sense? Would that make sense? Be like, damn, that's why we got a TY live video, right? At 2 something in the morning. But guess what the hotel got on their video? Nope, nope, nope. Not you know what I'm talking about. Mm-mm. Look, if you go to the TY Live right now, guess 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 why Miss Teresa is saying this. Look, Leonora, we got 5 more videos. She was still in the room, right? Really, Leonora? And then you got a look-alike with him. And your mama was fucking with Carl Nesbitt and Miss Teresa put it out there. And once she put all that information out there, say, yeah, I fuck with I. Kelly. Shit, Lil Dirt, fuck with my people. You know what I'm saying? Lil Dirt and then when she put all the information out there, look what this look like now. You can't say Trey Gang ain't just sitting up here making no content. I ain't got to make no reaction video with my mouth wide open, be like, oh, look what I found out, Jake. Like shit like that. No, this the truth, bro. Fuck you talking about? Now you see why they told y'all don't even worry about the footage because they edited so much. You don't trust the footage. Why don't trust the footage? If you find out, be like, damn, okay, I see why I don't. Cause look what this show at 2:37. That's why Living Nora had to protect T.Y. Rolling Live and use her live as like and she in the same live with T.Y. Rolling Live in the bathroom. In the bathroom. That's her with the pink scarf on. Crazy shit. I don't know if y'all don't think that Trey Gang got Miss Teresa in the chokehold right now. You know what I'm talking about? Because I know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about? Jesus Christ. What this show at 2 something in the morning, y'all? Why this? Let's read a little more, right? See that? Now look, this the game. If you match 2 something, just say this actually 2 some, but when they said this at 3 some, just say this at 2:32. This just 2 minutes later. Cause won't it make sense like damn, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna check the camera, Mitch. Well, we're gonna check the camera, and guess what they gonna say? She was last seen by her friend, and guess where they coming from? Shit. Can't get away from this. Man, you cannot get away from this shit. You said what? Yeah, look, read these reports. And then Trey Gang said, look, don't let them trick y'all. Cause go to 2:30. And then what's good you boom, guess where they coming from? And then play this video one time, and then you'll be like, damn. Employee agency staff member, check the camera. If they would have checked it sooner, and guess why they would have said if they would have checked it sooner? Cause get what Trey Gang just showed y'all recently before this. Yeah. How y'all on they ass? I'm like Mike Tyson right now, fighting Bruno. Remember when round he knocked them out and looked good doing it. Man, look, somebody in the chat said, man, this is straight up cold. And that shit for real, bro. That's how cold it was. Cause check this out. This the cold part about it. Once I played this video, right? And we all agree, like, damn, Trey Gang, this shit so cold. If this actually at 2 some, I can't even argue with you that this that 2 some. Cause look what the video will be showing me at 2 some, and you said, man, you know they want to be like, y'all, this video so edgy, they blurring people out the video, and they got y'all thinking like, yeah, you know, you might see. Now it ain't like that. It's what you would see on the video with 2 hours off, and look what you get. Boom, look right there. See that girl dressed up like Kenneka, but her hair ain't long as Kenneka. So this ain't gonna work. Cause when you go back to the same narrative, what Miss Teresa said, reason why she will be at the movie theater and celebrate her new job, and guess who she'll be with? Don't that look like a reenactment now? Like, yeah, they were trying to tell us a story, and next thing you know, this ain't working. Jeez. Y'all keep those lights coming, gang. Cause I see the thumbs going up, and goddamn it, and I see y'all seeing the light now. Y'all seeing the light now, bro. Y'all seeing the light. Check this out. Watch this. Read this report. Man, check this out. Once you read this report, this finna expose Miss Teresa in a real crash out. Then she said, yeah, I gotta take Crown Plaza back to court. Why you gotta take Crown Plaza back to court? You already selling a lawsuit. This shit over with. But if you look at this video and look at that white girl, ooh, guess whose daughter that is? Man, that really fucked me up. Then I was like, damn, who the fuck is that? And I was like, damn, so why would P would be coming in there with these? I said, oh, I get it. Keep sharing, gang. I'm getting a notification right now, man. Y'all hit whatever y'all just did. Hitting that share button, keep doing it. Keep doing that shit, bro. Scrape receipts and watch how you ain't finna see no trolls in the chat right now when I talk. Watch this. Check this out. Watch this video. Read this report. Boom. They last seen her on surveillance entering the kitchen. Guess where they just came from? Okay, we get there. Where she passed several hotel personnel who failed the boom. Now I see why Larry Rogers said what he said. Yeah, she was in the kitchen, but they ain't in the same frame. Jeez. Ooh, what? Remember what Larry Rogers said? Like, yeah, Kenneka was in the kitchen, but when you go to the report, be like, damn, if I messed that up when they said she came up missing, damn, I'm seeing the goddamn. Guess who I'm seeing in the goddamn food court hall? Then you asking the question like, how did she ended up down there? Like, it's like a mystery. And I'm saying like, damn, look who with. Man, Trey Gang show. Check this. Look, this what the manager. Look, watch this. Check this out. Why? Look at him. Guess where he go? Straight to the pool. 240. Straight to the pool. Got him. And check this out. When it came to the Friends K letter, now y'all really finna thumb me up like, damn, Trey Gang. When they sent you the letter, they try to trick you too. And make it look like, yeah, you know, the people that did it, that the hotel didn't want no murder pin at their hotel because they got a big donation. And then you see the connection now. Then look, this shit better go viral, bro. Them bitches try to trick me, and Trey Gang never gave up on that motherfucker letter, bro. I would have still be still on that letter and still talking about the same shit when I got that letter. You go back, check this out. You go back to my live video when I got that letter, listen to that. Man, I got millions of views on it. Since I got millions of views on it, man, you finna see clean through that letter. Be like, damn, that's why they sent Trey Gang the letter. It was too long. And they were trying to match up with Mitch Reese's story, like they left at the elevator and they were these dudes and they snatched in the elevator. That shit put me on the mount, bruh. And all because I was the only outsider that got no access. Never been at the hotel and just downloaded footage and watched the motherfucker and was like, look, y'all, these motherfuckers walking screen. Didn't even know these were YouTubers at the time. That's the crazy part about it. Shit, that's why Mitch Reed trying to beat everybody to the bunch, because I was like, damn, I got the letter and got millions of views, and this person said this is what happened to your daughter, and I told everybody, do y'all can I respond to Mitch Reed? But Mitch Reed never respond, because she knew there was a lie. Cause everything they said what was going on at Tucson, no. Don't they look like what would be going on at Tucson, right? Watch it, check this out, y'all. Do this straight up look like a reenactment at Tucson? When Friends K sent me the letter, right, and got Trey Gang name popping out there, like, damn, I'm like, damn, y'all, I get reached. This shit fucking me up, cause I'm like, damn, all I did just make video, told everybody to focus on the timestamp, nobody never heard my voice, then got a security guard reaching out to me, so now I'm like, now I know the answer why they reach out to me, cause I told everybody to do what? Hold on, watch this. Everybody that's in my chat that been following me a while, when I said, when it comes to that footage, y'all, what we need to be focused on. What I said? What did I say, bro? 50,000 people on my channel subscribe on that content alone. Timestamp. The timestamp. Y'all. Since you been down with me on the timestamp, they just certify me. Cause when I was saying the timestamp, I always said, y'all, we need to just focus on the timestamp. We'll never know what we'll get out of this shit. It's something else to this shit. And I couldn't even figure it out then. All because of another email that I got. Look what it showed. This at 240. Woo! Look. I don't even got to go to the police when they when Leonard was like, yeah, we got video that said 240. They said 250, right? Look what this finna show at 240. Y'all wanna play that video? Then you finna be like, damn, why the news would ask Leonard about that? It gotta be some on the surveillance footage that she said, cause they gotta be out of pocket, right? You know what I'm talking about? To ask these questions. Like, yeah, we saw something and we need to question you on this. And that's why they had Leonora questioning Leonora. And it's funny when they come to when Kenneka come up missing, they questioning Leonora, but not Mr. Teresa when they come to the news. I'm telling y'all, bro. Look what this look like when Trey Gang, and for all the trolls that was in the chat when I was trying to break this shit down, they try to make us look like we bad. Like, yeah, Trey Gang, every time he go live, he got a different narrative. One minute he's saying, look, y'all, this the timestamp on the footage. Then when he go to these reports, like, look, y'all, I think they knocked this hour off. I always said this shit, like, look, y'all, then the trolls come in. Then the trolls come in heavily. And then you look at Miss Teresa behavior, how she be posting back to back. You don't think that Miss Teresa the troll up on the fake account? Shit. Let's get those lights and shares going. Cause check this out. What this look like at 2:40 in the morning? and read this report on the side. I'm finna mute my microphone, play this video, right? And I'm gonna pause this video, right here, cause you know what I'm saying, like this shit, so you can read it like bam. And then Lou was on, damn, you see why he 240? Okay, Liminor, we know what you said on the news. So I could use this against you in the court of law. Anything you say can or use you to get the court. Yeah, no. I'm finna read these bitches, they Miranda rights. I'm finna read these bitches, they Miranda rights on this motherfucker. Every police in the world, that detective, I know they finna be like, God damn. Jeez. This the last thing they needed to the world to do not understand. This was actually at 2:40 in the morning. And if you watching this at 2:40 in the morning, now you finna see why Mr. Reese said, yeah, it was a camera above that freezer. Yeah, because you own it and all your family members own it. On the camera above the freezer around 2 some in the morning. Since they didn't show that footage, you use that against them. You use that against them, and you told the world like, yeah, what that camera happened, and this thing, you think you got these people in corner pocket, but now you finna see why like that. That's why Mitch was raising hell about what happened to that camera above the freezer, cause they agreed, be like, we ain't gonna show that. So she gonna use that with her argument for the rest of her life and make it look like y'all know it was a camera above that freezer, y'all. Fuck you talking about. Tag that lady. That lady blocked everybody else except for me. And I went live and hit her up in her inbox, live on Facebook. Did I not did that? Live. Live. Then Trey Gang did that for y'all. I said, man, I'm finna hit this bitch. Call her a bitch. I call her a hoe. I disrespect that bitch. You know what I'm saying? That bitch know not to mention my name, bro. Guess what? Why you think, damn, look, y'all remember what Mike Larry said? What Mike Larry said about him? Is that the coroner? This at 2:46. Do I need to go to Mike Larry and say, why Rolling Rice there? Look, watch this. Y'all remember this shit, right? Look. Guess what? And I told everybody, I said, y'all gotta watch that Mike Larry nigga, bro. Look, Mike Larry. Let me show it to you. Guess what he said about man, what that video with? Rolling Rice. What that video with? Man, I'm finna cut these bitches a new asshole right now. And then check this out. Once you go back to Tiffany Draper and look what she look like, you'll be like, damn, Trey Gang. Now I'm looking at Tiffany Draper in me be like, damn, no wonder why she got so much tea about the Kenneka Jenkins case. Keep getting the shares up, gang. Man, we work hard for this. This is my payoff. This is my payoff, and this is y'all payoff, bruh. This is what we work for, and all want to know what happened to Kenneka. And look what the bullshit we had to go through. These people, man, that bitch got a JJ hat on in Chicago. JJ wore that hat when he was in good times and shit. Let's separate. Check this out. Watch this. Check this out. Let's separate the people right now. Check this out. And show you who down for Kenneka Jenkins. Cause look what this showed at 2:48 in the morning. If a troll come in this chat like, yeah, you know, Trey Gang trying to troll at this point, just think about this here. Damn, oh, I see why the troll come in. Don't pay attention. Let them talk. Let them where they were. So I just want to see what will be going on there too, so. And I know what Miss Teresa said in the 911 call. I remember all the statements with family members. So let me watch this. I said, oh, okay, I got it. No more talking, Miss Teresa. Let me show the world this right quick, right? Let's show the world what would be going on at 2 something in the morning. That's why they had to pause it right here. But when he went there, somebody came in the frame they didn't want you to see, so that's why they paused. Look, check it out. Look. Y'all see what the video show? Look, you see what the video show, right? All right. Look, still pause. And I'm finna skip it. Then boom, guess who you got coming out now? At 2 something, this at 9, this finna go on 3 o'clock in the morning. Now look what's going on 3 o'clock. Now you finna see that's why the news said she was roaming the hall from 2:30 to 3. Oh, now I know why they said she roamed the hall for 2 every 3. They needed an hour time gap. Cause they was down there torching Kenneka. Fuck you talking about. Once you go to the news media and look at what you see on this footage between 2 and 3 o'clock, then you'll see like, yeah, Kenneka roamed the house for over an hour. Guess who they were protecting when they said that? A news anchor on the footage. Man, you can't get away from this shit, Miss Teresa, bruh. Man, you cannot get away from this shit. This shit is so crazy. This how crazy it is, gang. I could just play this video and play this video. Look, boom, round that two some, this will be going on. According to the paperwork. According to the paperwork. All this shit finna match up on the footage. Get what Kenneka would be at that time. Oh yeah, buddy. Look, on September the 10th at 2:20. At 2:20. Not 3:20, but at 2:20. You saw what you saw on the footage. Get what they said. Rosemont Public Safety. Crown Plaza Hotel. Believe it was not until Rosemont Police requested to review footage roundabout man. Same time when Trey Gang said, damn, that was Miss Teresa asking about the footage. At the same time, Miss Teresa asked about the footage at 2:30. Then when I go to this again, 2:20. Oh yeah. And y'all talking about, yeah, we finna request the old camera. But this ain't September on PM. This would be at AM. With an hour knocked off this one. Then they explain why Kilo Brown said, yeah, around about 3 o'clock, everything got hyped. Remember what she said, around about 3 o'clock, everything got hyped? Boy, this finna be a dead giveaway. Guess what time this footage show? Look, since she said everything finna get hyped round by 3 o'clock, can we agree? Well, this finna be 3 o'clock then. Shit. Right? You see that timestamp on that footage? No, this finna be 3 o'clock, right? Ain't that what Kilo Brown went viral for? Cause she said the police was there at 3. Wait a minute. You did say the police was there at 3 o'clock, right? Check this out. Trey Gang so cold. I swear to God, what you about to see right now, and I'm gonna go to the protest on this shit. Man, check this out. Thumb me up right now. I'm like, damn, okay, that's 3 o'clock. Kilo Brown did say it got hyped in. The best friend was looking for Kenneka and be like, yeah, girl, the dude this, the dude that. And then once you go to the footage, say, Trey Gang, look, knock that John out. And this 3, and this what Kilo Brown finna come in at with this. And guess who I'm finna show you who they really talking about. Watch this. Check this out. Look at this. Look, watch this. 3 on the nose. Watch this. I ain't finna say nothing. Watch that footage. Tiffany Draper was sick. She needed a kidney. That's why she died. That's why Tiffany Draper died, because she needed a kidney. Then look, oh damn, this at what time? At 3 some? Oh, so what would be going on at 3 some? Let's watch them then. Oh damn, that's so suspicious. Look. Man, they going straight to the pool area, right? Look at this shit. Time froze. See the time froze? Boy, this when you got to calculate minutes. Be like, damn. When the time freeze, put it on the stopwatch and see how long it been froze. Boy, this shit finna get serious. Hold up. Remember what Kilo Brown said? Yeah, her friend was down there, Monifa, right? The bad friend. And she was like, yeah, put my keys in your purse, Bree Bree. See how Bree Bree popping up? This is all before the footage came out, and they already broken down what was gonna be on the footage. Why would you say the police will be there? And we see police is on the footage and actors and everything, right? Hold up. Man, let's get to those 200 likes. When I share this video, I want 200 likes when I get, not right now, I want 200 likes when I show y'all if this said 3. Look, watch this. 304. Man, y'all, when Miss Teresa said on the 911 call, yeah, I got the call around about 3 in the morning. Oh, 3 in the morning? Yep, around about 3 in the morning. Go to Kilo Brown story. Yeah, it's around about 3 o'clock. That's when the real got hyped. Cause guess what she said before? She said the police were gonna be there at 3 something. Monifa supposed to lay her down there in the goddamn freezer because she was fucking with a nigga and you know what I'm talking about and Monifa wasn't looking after her back. But when she found out the real story, what Trey Gang just said, mm, look, look, guess where he finna come from? Watch this. Guess where he finna straight out the kitchen. See that? When I first watched this footage, I watched his every move. The first thing I said, why would he would be coming from the kitchen and he got a plastic bag? And I'm like, damn. And I'm looking at the bag like, damn, man, what's in the bag? Like, do you got to change your clothes? You got to change your clothes. Like, and you dressed up just like, wait a minute. Did I see you on the footage earlier? When I was like, damn, this a after right here. Like, this a movie after right here. And you playing as a janitor or a goddamn a kitchen worker? Yeah, it makes sense. I saw you on the footage. No wonder why you would be in that kitchen going to the lower level where the security job at. Shit. Miss Teresa. And I want everybody to share this shit so Miss Teresa could be forced to see this live, bro. Look, what time this will be? Damn, that's at 3:08. All right. All right, Trey Gang, that's at 3:08. Let me think about Zach interview. Shit. Since I mentioned Zach, you finna be really drop your jaw, be like, damn, peas. Boy, you said a little too much on that one. P, what you say? You would like Chichita main sucker. Now, why you say you would like Chichita chain manager? Cause maybe they would film the movie in that manner. So when you start searching for her, it was around 3 and 4 in the morning. I want to know why you said it was around 3 and 4 in the morning. Hmm. Look, guess who this is? Who this is? And who this is? Don't y'all know all those YouTubers that were beefing with each other is they mammies? This her mammy, all beefing with Miss Teresa because they all knew the truth, like Chloe. And goddamn it, Zia now. Shit. If you want to talk about what was really going on, this finna expose it all. Trey Gang, you sure said, like, look, at 113, this when Kenneka would be coming in the hotel then. Once again, what the news media told everybody. Oh, look, hold on, watch this. This is where I want to get at. Thank you, Lord. I'm finna show you how Jesus really works. Y'all want Jesus to answer y'all prayers right now? The Most High God, you know what I'm talking about? The creator of all right now. Right? And when I say that, that's finna debunk Mitch Reese be like, yeah, y'all, but God. God knowing, and she got to use various verses, but she trying to tell the world like, yeah, you know, God gave me the answer. But Trey ain't finna give y'all the answer. Trey ain't finna give y'all the answer, bro. Do y'all recognize this man on the footage? Look, watch this. When I told everybody, I said, please, I beg everybody, bro. I'm talking about, man, y'all brought me out my character when I be like, man, y'all, please, y'all, just watch the footage. Not my footage, but the footage they gave us, that the people that gave you the original footage that Rosemont took down. They want y'all to check this out. Mitchell, you heard everything that came out that lady mouth, right? Look who showed up at the protest. Check this out. Watch this. And I'm going to stop it right here. Guess when you finna start seeing him? Watch the timestamp. Check this out. Look, check this out, y'all. Y'all remember this shit? Look. And everybody know, like, damn, this actually at 202. When I'm finna see him? Would I see him at Tucson when Mitchell Reese would like, yeah, can you check the camera? And he is Shell. But in reality, he's a security guard. And was on the footage posing at the shelf. Watch this. Let me skip this shit. They a part of it. Watch this, y'all. Got Bree Bree coming in. Monique for them, bam. I'm finna skip all of this shit, show y'all. Trey Gang, you a beast. Look. Hold up. Let me do it like this. Y'all remember this right here? All right. Y'all see that, right? Bam. You see that, right? Guess who you finna see after this? And if you been following me for the Payal game, Trey Gang, I remember where you talked about that shell. I seen that video you made about that shell was on the lower level, right? Y'all remember that? And one son when they were filing a police report, Livernoris, and he walked by her because Yeah, hold up. This was finna refresh y'all memory. Do y'all remember when I showed y'all an employee changing clothes in the office and change clothes when the beverage manager? Oh! Oh! Wait! Oh, that's the next phone. Oh, golly, bro. Shit. Man, I swear to God, this shit finna kill everything, bro. Bro, this shit finna kill everything. I just recently went live and showed everybody straight drop went to that back office down there and show y'all their office, right? Ooh, and this the sucker that you finna see on the footage when I show everybody at that office chat. Oh man, that's why Miss Teresa shared that post, cause she knew. Oh man, bro, and I still got the man Trey Gang. Fuck this shit. Sorry, y'all, I had to pull my seat up on this one. Cause check this out. Just because it is, watch this. I'm finna skip this bitch. See what time it is? 2 something in the morning, right? Watch this. They go to white girl. They said 2:31. Since they said 2:31, watch this. Skip it. I'm skipping, y'all. Y'all see the number skipping. All right. They go Monique again. Guess who they talking to? Motherfuckers in the kitchen. The restaurant. Watch this. On the phone. Look, watch this. You finna see him. You finna see him, bruh. In this frame. Right here. They go TY. Notice they stopped there. Boom. And watch this. They go dude at the front desk. Bam. 240. Let me skip it. He come out, wave at a motherfucker in the kitchen. And look at this, y'all. Watch this. I'm the best that ever did it, god damn it. Now y'all see this? Look, watch this. You see him, right? Watch this. What time is it? They said 2:46. If I show y'all him on that footage, round about this time, won't that explain why he would be talking to Miss Teresa and he showed up like...
I'm so sorry. I mean, I can't imagine what you're going through. That's horrible.
See that? Watch this. Watch this, y'all. Skip him. See why it froze? I'm skipping it. Skipping some more. Damn. Come on, man. Damn. Now you got the security in the red jacket, right? Watch this. You got the security in the red jacket, right? Look. Guess what you finna see next? Look. Y'all see him? This what you seeing at... Ooh. Look. Skip him. Now you see you got Shemaya and them. Guess what they finna do? Boom. Hop the hop the thing, right? The railing. Hold on. Then you got Bree Bree, right? Guess who they in communication with? Remember him? All right. Skip that and let's go to this. They go to white girl. She finna go to the kitchen as well. You see how everybody going over there to that kitchen? Guess why? Then when she come from that job, this gonna be the same police officer right here. Watch this, right here. Hold on, right here. My bad, y'all. Man, why the fuck you don't want to pause when I want to pause? This is the same police officer that you're gonna find in the freezer. The one that came out with the beverage manager, the one that walked with him, don't they look alike? Shit. Shit. And look where they coming from. Out the private area. It look like they checking in, but they coming from the area. That's why everybody was roaming in that area, because they needed to wait on these people. Whoa, man. I'm finna show you this sucker on the footage. Look. Man, matter of fact, hold up. Watch this, y'all. Kenneka Jenkins found in the freezer. Let me see, can I find that police officer? Boy, I ain't even get to him yet. And then when I explain like damn, that's why he got it, you know what I'm saying? And we thinking like, damn, he waiting on this trying to get sexual assaulted, but now I finna see, now you finna see like, that's why he peeping around the corner. But guess where he finna go? Through that door that's up under the camera. Watch this, y'all. Hold up. This the crazy part about this. Okay, you two want to trip, cause I need to find her in the, I need to match this junk up. Matter of fact, I gotta match it up so everybody got to see this shit. Got to see this shit. Cause if I don't show it, it get trolls come in and be like, yeah, you know, that motherfucker ain't no, he don't know what the fuck he talking about, type shit, and then motherfucker be like, yeah, and entertain on that dumb ass shit. Hold on. That's why Miss Teresa had a living needs that everybody believes she was around in the room between 2 and 3 o'clock. According to the footage that we saw on the hotel footage, you busted Miss Teresa. She, you so busted, goddamn it. We finna go back to goddamn it to the police officer that found her in the freezer. Hold up. Man, I need to show. Can I show this? Do I got it on her? Let's see. See, they said they was on September they 149 and all that old stuff, right? But once you go to her, I think I got it on this video right here. No, I know, no, I ain't got it on this.
What's up, gang? Check this out. I'm finna y'all the time. Nate,
Hold on.
Watch them, y'all. Man, in the minute. So when they leave, they gonna take their cameraman with them. You see what I'm talking about? Watch him, y'all. He got it in his hand right now as we speak.
Not this one. I need to go. Damn, what is down there that she was found in the freezer? Man, it's gonna piss me off. I need that footage so I can match that sucker with that goddamn Amazon. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Man, y'all, that's who found it in the freezer, right? You know what? Let me do it like this. Hold on, what this is? I need to go to that because I was trying to show him. Oh yeah, I gotta go to the footage. Right here, food court hall. When I tell y'all, this a police officer. This a police officer. He gonna change clothes. Trust me. He gonna change clothes, and you're gonna see him on the surveillance footage when they all in the freezer. Him. So since you see him, I'm finna skip it. There go French Cave, right? Look what French Cave gonna do. 2:13 in the morning. Watch this. Look, y'all. 2:21. I mean, 3:24, y'all. My bad. Look who else you seeing coming in. Hold up. Here we go. Uh-oh. Check it out. Look at the movement. Check it out. Bam. Hold up. Check this out. Here we go, y'all. I'm finna match him up. Don't this finna make sense? While he will be speaking with Miss Teresa at a protest. Him right here.
So that's all. I mean,
I thank you. That's enough. You're doing better than what the hotels people, honestly.
What you said, Miss Teresa, to this white boy?
what I want to tell you was,
And there he go on the footage. There he go on the footage. Because when I show you the lower level kitchen of him, this all gonna make sense. He was never a chef. This man was a security guard, and that's why, boy, man, tag me Teresa right now when I tell the world this is security guard. This is why he meeting up with you at the protest. Look.
What I want to tell you is, I am so sorry. I mean, I can't imagine what you're going through. That's horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible.
Guess what his office is? Watch me, y'all. Hold up. On her page. When, how y'all going? Where y'all at right now? When I showed y'all, when I had access to the footage, y'all, and I was like, y'all see who changing clothes in that little security office, right? Right here. Booyah! That's his office. So once you go back to the footage, you the one seeing him in this office. And you got employees making sandwiches. And I was like, damn, I ain't seen him touch no meat. But the whole time, Straight Drop said, believe it or not, y'all, he's the security guard. It would make sense that he would come and dress like a security guard and change clothes in the office. That's why me and Teresa shared this video. But once you go to Straight Drop video, what I just recently exposed of the beverage manager that found her in the freezer. The one that found her in the freezer office on the other side of the kitchen. The one down Chandel Lane where she would be wrapped up in a trash bag, bruh. So if you peep game, that's why Mr. Teresa shared this image. Yeah, Jay Money was trying to find out the truth what happened to the nigga. But this is office. So the whole time, this was never a chef office. This just was security. Making sure nobody ain't stealing. Man. And when I watch that live, y'all, this shit so fucking deep. Look, I got a video right now. This shit, this here alone shall show you this. Because I can go back on my old video and give you a clear image of what he looked like. Where his office at and what, and then he got a chef coat on like you a chef, and I'm like, damn, but then you don't act like no chef, because I work in a hotel, chefs don't act like this, you know what I'm saying? They shaking your hand type shit like that. I'm like, now wait a minute, like, man, tag that lady, bro, while Trey ain't cooking, bro. Do this make sense when Trey Gang say this for the one they don't know what's going on? And I'm gonna tell you. Would this make sense? I said, yeah, this the same dude that talking to Mr. Teresa at the protest. That's him in the kitchen. He was never a chef. He was a security guard. See how he dressed up all black, dressed like security. See how he wears his hat, all that. Then you see how he adjusting the microphone when he speaks. And guess what date this was? That's when, ooh, Miss Teresa, I challenge that bitch. Bro, look where he finna go. Bam. What time is that? 3:30. And that's when they say, yeah, you know, around 3:30, that's when Kenneka walked in the freezer. And she roamed the house for an hour. It started out at 2:30. And I just showed everybody on the footage from 2:30 to 3:30. 2:30 from 3:30 on the footage. And then watch it. And then French came and something note up under there. Because guess what? You know who he really worked for? Via Mary. The man working in his kitchen. All the employees that work for Bill Mary, they all work for Bill Mary, bro. If you a cook, fried chef, anything to do with the kitchen, he bought the whole kitchen. They go for Crown Plaza because they like, yeah, you know, Bill Mary, so, you know, we got a little side restaurant of the fire oven, so, you know, he providing all the meat, so, you know, say, yeah, you know, I'm finna get mad. I'm finna get mad now. Cause look, this the same dude that talked to Miss Teresa like this.
So that's all. I mean, I think that's enough. You're doing better than what the hotels people, honestly. They have been trying to say they sorry. They don't even have to say sorry. They haven't given any condolence or any.
That's why she talked to that white boy. You doing better than what the hotel saying, cause they ain't getting me condolences, and you sound like you sincere. Look at the game you been. Look at the game that been ran on you, bruh. Look how he adjusting his microphone. You got P. Rico on the side that related to Miss Teresa, and he related to Selena Gomez. Yeah, buddy. And to Miguel Gomez. Now you see why. I'm finna press this goddamn issue to Miss Teresa. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down, bitch. That's gonna kill my whole career. Shut that nigga down cause he lied to the world. Y'all see those out YouTube, those outcomers? Shut it down. Bitch can't shut shit down on this channel. What you mean? Oh, shut it down? Let's shut it down like this, right? All right. Shut me down when I say, look, y'all. See him?
Thank you so much. I thank you for supporting us, okay? Thank you. Unity. That's what more.
Hugging them motherfucker. I thank you. They tricked you too, Miss Teresa said, yeah, since we saw him on the footage, what time that is? Oh, 3:33. 3:33 when he show up on the footage. I see why you'll be hugging him, cause it will fit your narrative. She was in the room 2:30 to 3:30. When she came out that room, she had to walk in that freezer around 3:32. Shit. This at 3:33. And if this at 3:33, you really finna put Trey Gang in the spotlight with this. Cause when everybody when I said made a video, Tampa timestamps. I said, y'all look, they got mm 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 mm. Watch this. Y'all see this? Watch this. And he going to the freezer. Once you go to the lower level and watch him when he go to the freezer, this is what y'all don't know. Cause y'all just watching him like, yeah, I just seen him Trey Gang. Yeah, I saw him. You got him. I'm like, yeah, I know I got him, but you just don't know how I really got him. Cause I just showed you from this angle point. Once you go to the lower level kitchen, you gonna be like, wait a minute, Trey Gang, this shit getting spooky. I'm scared, Trey Gang. You gonna be like Trey Gang. Nah, I don't want, you know what I'm saying, man. I got a family involved, so I want to keep on. Nah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Cause soon when he turned that corner, check this out. Watch this. If you remember this couple right here, that's why they stopped and talked to these people. Employees. And you would be like, damn, Trey Gang, when you were telling me to watch that footage, and I know Trey, I know you, I like you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You crack jokes and all this shit. You'll go live and spill some Kenneka Jenkins case and then, but you always said watch that footage. Cause now that screenshot that you showing me, you'll be like, man, Trey Gang, be careful, bro. They gonna get you. Trey Gang got so many threats, the same threats that Miss Teresa got. I got the same threats and like, man, you ain't gonna do nothing to me. Like, shit, you ain't done it all this time. I don't even believe you. You might have spooked me, like, fuck with my business and shit. Like, oh my God, y'all, I'm hacked. Lord, sweet Jesus, I'm hacked, y'all. Man, I got to get me some antivirus protection on this junk, you know. It spooked me all because you would get literally 100 emails, a death threat, and you would feel like, damn, they on to. Oh my God, I got so many death threats. This shit got to be filled. And check this out. The Mitsubishi got 30 accounts. All the goddamn ops on YouTube got 30 accounts. Shit, you get 3 people that all got 30 accounts, they gonna look like a motherfucker harassing you. Oh my God, shit, I'm gonna get up out of this case. There's too much shit going on. My Lord, sweet Jesus. When I see that, I'm like, what's going on? Y'all try to spook me. They need to, like, you tell your phone. I'm like, don't tell me. You know, they sending me email. And then when they send me email, I'm like, why I see this email? You gotta see this email. You know, man, you got to be easy. No, motherfucker. See, I watched that footage. If I show y'all this right now, when I said, man, look, that's why Zara was in my motherfucking Facebook. Because I didn't understand at the time what the timestamp showing. Because when I was looking at this timestamp, if you look at this at 5, because this is going to be showing at 5:33. Guess how we're going to see this at 5:33? Where the shit just changed, you know what I'm saying? Everybody can wake up. and get the chicken in or out the hotel. That's how everybody gonna look at it. All because this at 4:33, but on this time stamp it's 5:33, and they're gonna make it look like this. This this is gonna be the round of time when people checking in and out, cause this is the perfect time to show people like, yeah, ain't nothing people about this. People check in the hotel first thing in the morning from the road, or they made reservations. They're gonna check in at night. You know what I'm talking about? I said, oh damn. Let me get back in the game, y'all. I sound far away. My bad, y'all. My bad. I got a new microphone set up and I'm still learning the motherfucker. My main goal is, since Miss Teresa said she wanna talk, let's talk about what we see on the footage. Oh, Miss Teresa, you said Kenneka wanted to talk to you and tell her what happened to her. Still gotta go to the footage, right? All right. Let's go back to the footage. So when it come to round about this time, what time this will be, gang? 1:43. If this at 3:02, that means this will be at 1:43, right? And guess what? Text message Kenneka said, I'm ready to go. Watch this, y'all. What text message she sent out? Oh, look. What text message at 1:20? I'm ready to go. And at one something, look like it's dick little. At 1:58. This will be at 1:58, right? Guess what you see? Can't get away. Can't get away. Can't get away, bro. Hi, y'all. Appreciate the cash out, gang, y'all. Appreciate the cash out, gang. Damn, it been a while since I got a little cash out. You know what I'm talking about? Even though I post it all the time and don't promote it, but goddamn, you know what I'm talking about? I appreciate that. Because if I get any cash out donation, even though I don't need it, you know what I'm saying? But if you want to cash out a motherfucker, all that money finna go and be like, if you gonna donate to me, this what I'm finna do with the money. Look, I'm finna show you why they hugging, bro. I got to do this all with my heart, bro. This what you gonna see on the footage. This ain't nothing. Look, this finna expose everything. Matter of fact, I shouldn't even have to say all of this, because if I go to my video, watch this, check this out. Let me go to my video. Man, these folks must think I'm bullshitting, bro. Look. Trey Gang. What video I need to go? I think I need to go to my Trey Gang, John. Might need to go to my Trey Gang, John. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on. Let me scroll down there, John. Hold up. Oh, yeah. That's finna make it even better. Y'all see the thumbnail on this, John? And that's assistant beverage manager. Guess what? When Scray Drop just recently went live and telling everybody Yeah, he was in this kitchen. That's the dude that found her in the freezer right here. But Miss Teresa showed you his office. Shit. I ain't got to say no more. Man, I ain't even got to say no more, bro. Man, I ain't when Miss Teresa check this out in the beginning when Miss Teresa was want to take, yeah, you know they all related. Like, yeah, how they related? Miss Teresa. Oh yeah, they okay. I see what you're saying. That's why she would be there then. This what Trey Gang showing y'all. We up. Ooh wee. And I'm like, damn. It just amazed me how you could show the world, be like, damn, look what I learned, y'all. And this shit real receipt. And then people like, well, you know, I like to watch video Trey Gang. I don't think they will have it because this is my favorite YouTube when it come to this. And I'm like, man, look, you got to cancel this shit. Cause guess what? Look how hard I was working 7 months ago and trying to figure this shit out. Going back to the same motherfucking Susu. Trying to piece this shit. And if you said you like conspiracy theory, boy, if you like conspiracy theory, you really finna look conspiracy theory when you can expose a conspiracy theory like, damn, whoa, whoa. Oh, wait a minute, that's Kenneka? How that's gonna be Kenneka? Wait a minute, that's Kenneka? Why that's gonna be? Why Miss Teresa released it? Wait a minute, what she got? Why they be at the front desk? This all in my thumbnail, bro. Hold on, y'all. Let me see what's going on in my chat. I ain't looking at my other device and stuff. Let's see what's going on. How many likes I got? Shit, 200. Goddamn, I can't even complain. That's all I needed. When I see numbers like that, they let me know that, man, I'm preaching right now. I'm preaching right now. And everybody understand this ain't no content like it is you look at my video, look what this showing y'all. This showing you hard work like damn. 7 months ago, Trey Gang was trying to figure out like damn, who is the other girl that looked like Kenneka? Boom. Why would Irene would be with Bree Bree at a time like this when you knock 2 hours out the footage. Tell it, once you knock 2 hours out the footage, no more talking. Guess what time they will be? Shit. Dead giveaway. And then look, go to the video, going straight to David Pena. And when I go to straight to David Pena, look what I was showing. All movie actors that I didn't even know they were actors at the time. Man, I don't watch Lifetime. I would never know nothing about Lifetime actors, bro. These people can walk past this footage to me, be like, I don't know who that motherfucker is. That nigga look like he a LA ass nigga like that. He look like a surfer. Damn, you know, these white boys, I know they some suburban kids, like, you know what I'm talking about? Look, look what the video. This finna show you, man, Trey Gang, I respect you like a motherfucker because when you looking in this shit, I could tell in your voice, and I've been down with you, when you were making video, you was still working hard trying to find out the truth. You ain't try to play nobody. Mm-mm. You heard all the YouTube narrative, bruh. Irene, you broke all this shit down when they come back to the mammy. These videos. And all these videos finna go back to a specific timestamp. A specific timestamp. Cause this whole video right here. Oh man, yeah, Mr. Teresa, what was going on right about that time? Oh yeah, let's go to the original footage. And you'll be like, damn, yeah, they called me and said they left her in front of the hotel. Oh yeah. Shit, when I look at this footage 2 hours out, bitch, you don't think you wanna rephrase that narrative? No, it's too late. You got in your feeling it was like, yeah, I got them red handed, like, yeah, they gotta give me some more money. I'm winning. I sacrificed my daughter, and since they sacrificed my daughter and I signed the contract, don't get me wrong, I signed the contract, but goddamn it, if I threaten the public like, yeah, I'm gonna tell every word the truth and expose these bastards, they're gonna get her weight up. But if you really understand it right now, check this out. That lady just showed her ass, her nipples, her whole body, and made the world thought she finna crash out right. She really didn't crash out. No. Mm-mm. You see how she looked like Irene? This is the crazy part about it. You see how she looked like Irene? I'm like, damn, I found out some shit so deep. If I tell the world, hey, Irene is related to Miss Teresa. People gonna say, "Oh yeah, Trey got you cloud chase for the new one." But if you look at how Irene look right here, guess who she look like? Miss Teresa. Look, watch this. Kilo Brown look just like Kenneka with a different daddy, right? Look at Kilo Brown and look at Kenneka. See that? Hmm. I tell y'all what, hype my video up. I'm finna end this live, y'all. Cause the reason why I'm finna end this live, just to let you know, Trey ain't playing with them folks. Man, he's so serious about this case, bro. Look what he's showing the world. Look, I'm making video, and when I was making these video, I was in the blind, bro. Like, damn, like, shit. You know what I'm saying? Then when I found out the truth, and I was like, man, you know what? Then when it come to him, look. All of it say what time this will be on the timestamp. right? Won't they be at 146? And I got this off another YouTuber page off their video and made my video and collaborated with it because I'm like, damn, the time match up. Look, if I go to y'all and show y'all, check this out. The Payal gang already know this, right? The same goddamn me Teresa hugging on with dude right here. And I went live and showed oh yeah, it's going down, all right. And then you finna see like boom, straight drop right there on foot. On the motherfucking footage, bro. Watch this.
Now check this out. It's impossible for him to take that picture if he ain't in that freezer. Check out the timeline, y'all. Watch this. Pie y'all, Jack. Y'all stay tuned. I got some real tea for you.
Man, you say you got some chicken frying in that motherfucker? Shit, I got the money to eat. I was listening to a thing like that. Money, what I'm gonna eat? And a motherfucker said, man, I'm gonna fry this guy. Wait a minute. Hold up. Check this out, y'all. Watch this. I ain't going to show you a video. This gonna go to the party. They already know like we already know this shit. They ain't not what we talking about. This ain't nothing new to us. But for the new people, you know what I'm saying? Man, you gonna be thrilled like damn. Man, the payout gonna be like, damn, what you was doing? You something like you dated one of them. How you gonna be thrilled off this shit? Like, no, you gotta be suspect. Like, no, I don't trust you. Like, you know, somebody like, oh my God, Trey Gaines, you know, I'm like, damn, no, fuck that, cause I gotta spill some tea on you. Look at this shit. Miss Teresa said, my baby girl couldn't even die the way y'all think she died. She was murdered, and I'm done with that. Well, Miss Teresa will block you if you bring up an old post that she made and say, Miss Teresa, I love you, boo. I'm your biggest supporter. But that post he made and said the nigga was murdered and she didn't die like the way we thinking. That's just a problem that she made that post. You know, and cause a motherfucker woke up and remembered some shit. Shit. Come on now. Watch this, y'all. I'm finna mute my microphone and watch how Chosen King always told us what Miss Teresa all about.
You're a protest. If you had boots on ground, all you're doing is protesting now on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, why didn't all the protesters just protest on the YouTube then? Why did she just say, oh, let's just go to YouTube now and protest? Let's leave the streets, let's go to YouTube and protest. That is safer because, you know, do you feel what I'm saying?
I don't, but we can go.
Why did she just transfer all the street people over to the YouTube? Since I'm protesting right now, you can protest on these YouTubes. Why did she just say, look, let's not stand in front of the hotel because they ain't making no money.
Did she tell them? Did she say that she had them out there protesting?
Every protest that has been out there has been in the name of Kenneka and justice for Kenneka, and she has been down with.
Y'all getting I told you my plans. You told me that don't change the
43 seconds. Stop the timer real quick. When you get up here, the music will stop, my brother, and I give you. You know, we're gonna share the floor, and we'll get to this.
like that before you sit down. Make sure they don't sit wrong. This is not a diss track, just something to vent. Oh, I don't wanna talk about it. Talk about it. Don't know whether to sing about it or to rap about it. I don't.
Hey, bro, I ain't no Cerise supporter. I'm a true supporter.
Okay, and Teresa's the truth, right?
Hey, everything. Hey, depending on what you're talking about, what you asking about.
Okay, is Teresa guilty to you in your eyes? Is she guilty?
Guilty of what? Killing her daughter?
Yep.
Come on, bro. Really?
Yes or no? Yes or no?
No, that lady ain't killed her daughter.
All right, now, with that being said, will you allow me to ask you some questions and will you answer them in full for the entire audience?
Would you ask me a lot? But you know I don't cover this. You
yes
do it like
no?
this. Do it like
can
this.
Can we keep it yes or no, please?
No,
Can I ask you a slew of questions and can you answer them in full for the entire audience?
You can ask me anything, brother.
Okay, and you answer them, right?
And guess what? All this live about Chosen King know who the real killer is. And it's not what we all thought it is. If you really like FBI crime show, everybody know when they come to the killer, they always come back to the crime scene and play victim. I can prove all of this. This man said this when 7 years ago. Before I even got the letter from Fred's Cave. Just imagine that. Got the letter from Fred's Cave. Boom, they been saying it. Then I was like, damn, I got the letter from Fred's Cave. Got popular. I'm talking about subscriber going up. Then when I started looking at the letter, like, damn, motherfucker try to trick me. That's why Fred's Cave sent me the letter. Just to keep Selena Gomez a secret. Cause all this about Selena Gomez, fuck you talking about. Yeah. Shit, ask me Teresa, be like, yeah, Miss Teresa, I just got one question. I love you. But is Selena Gomez related to Miguel Gomez? If she block you, you found out the truth. If she don't answer that, she found out the truth. Cause you know Miss Teresa on the blocking spree, right? Check this out. If she block you, I'ma turn up immediately. Boy, I'm finna turn up so cold, you ain't gonna miss nothing. You know what I'm talking about? Man, I got 100 accounts out here. That bitch ain't gonna know which could count the block. Shit. Think I'm playing. I did so much research. Get those lights and those shirts up. I'm finna end this live. And once those lights go up on this motherfucking channel, I'm finna pick up where I left off at and let's spill some tea. Fuck you talking about. Fuck you talking about. I'd show a motherfucker enough. Like, yeah, look, yeah, Trey Gang, I fuck with you. Well, fuck with me some more when I tell you this why you fuck with me. Cause of this shit.
All right, first question. Why did Teresa have a ticket in her car for the 6th? A car which she clearly state only her and Kenneka drove because Kenneka was the only one on her insurance. Why was there a ticket already in the car the time of the 911 call? And subsiding with that, Irene stated that it was their first time in that hotel in Rosemont, but there was already a ticket for a date for 3 days prior in the car. Why is that?
You sit here saying that this woman killed her daughter because she got a ticket in her car.
Why was the ticket there?
I don't know. I'm not in Chicago. I'm not an investigator.
All right, next question. Why did Teresa insist that they stop?
I can point him out on the footage. Check this out. The same person, Logic, I can point Logic out on the footage, bro. That's why Chosen King turning up on Logic, cause he on the footage. Before I expose Logic, think about, that's why Chosen King going live and questioning that man and going ham on him like, yeah, look.
The protest because the hotel isn't making any money. If she claims that the hotel is liable for her child's death, why would she worry about their funds?
She probably did the same thing. I'm echoing. She probably did the same thing that the little girl Davis. You seen the little girl? What's her name? Shanari Davis.
Kenneka friend got killed in the same matter, and her organ was missing. Crazy shit. And if you go back to the Shadara Davidson case, you're gonna be like, damn, Shadara Davidson. Shit, she wasn't even the only victim, because there was a lot of girl bodies they found in a week. Crazy shit. And guess what they finding them at? In Miss Teresa's backyard. Watch this. Ask Miss Teresa what happened to Kenneka daddy. How he was murdered. And she can't tell you about how he was murdered. Cause if she tell you how he was murdered, you're gonna find a real trail like, damn, bitch. That's why you had to kill your brother and Kenneka mama. Check this out. I'm so confident in my game. Miss Teresa ain't gonna show you a birth certificate with her name on it, say she the biological daughter, cause I know who her real mammy is. Her mama had a drug problem. Her daddy that was, you know what I'm saying, and was fucking with Kenneka brother, Miss Teresa's brother, was fucking with a female. She ended up had a drug addiction. Instead of, the kids getting into protecting the program, he took them kids in. And once he took his kids in and provided for them and put life insurance in and made Miss Teresa a legal guardian because that's his sister. Then would you be like, damn, when Kenneka daddy died? Then when you find out the date and the date that he died and go to the gang sheet, you'll be like, damn. It's just like the Kenneka Jenkins case. Kenneka died, Miss Teresa son. The daddy died, Miss Teresa collected on the funds, on the insurance money that the daddy left the sister that he trusted. Crazy shit. That bitch would never challenge me on this conversation, bro. She'll never, you know what I'm saying? Cause for the ones that lost don't know what's going on. For the motherfucker that like I like videos. I like documentaries. And, you know what I'm talking about? Keep with that pressure. Look.
She probably did the same thing that her mama did. Said, stay the fuck away from this case. The YouTube investigators, not the bloggers, the investigators.
When it comes to the Cesaria case, why would he say, yeah, stay away from this case? And these link back to Miss Teresa. And guess what? When you link back to the Cesaria case, Davis, that's her last name, right? Guess who last name Davis? And guess what? That's Kenneka friend, right? And guess who she related to? Same people that was at the party. Better not say shit to me if you don't know nothing what's going on. Shit. You mean to tell me when Kenneka died, all those little girls that were coming up missing on the west side and found in Miss Teresa's backyard, bro? Nobody don't know nothing about that. Nah, you wouldn't know nothing about that. Check this out. You wouldn't know nothing about that because that's what they say. Y'all out-towners. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Y'all see all this shit on the motherfucking news and y'all want to repeat what the news said. Y'all hurting us more and all that. And then you be like, damn, how I'm hurting you? No.
And I will blame it.
How does that tie in with the hotel not making any money and her saying shut the protest down because the hotel ain't making money? How does that tie in?
I said it. If I was Teresa Barber,
what you say?
Everything that we seen
in
the hotel footage, everything that we seen,
right?
It shows that the hotel was responsible or had a level of responsibility because of lack of security.
And that's why Miss Teresa going along with that narrative. Yeah, y'all, but that's what the footage show, a lack of security And not it, but it really showed a real murder scene. Come on, y'all. This our time to work. Check this out. Y'all know how Trey Gang do. Man, look, Trey Gang finna end this live. But guess what? When he come with the next live, it's well worth it. Hi, y'all. Notice when I went live and hit Miss Teresa directly in her inbox. Notice she ain't blocked me. Trey Gang, you sure ain't lying, cause you be talking bad about that bitch. Boy, you done made some goddamn titties and nipple jokes about Miss Teresa. I'm still crying, dying, laughing. And if you got a bitch, goddamn it, you making nibbles about it and she insecure about these nibbles, you got the world laughing at these motherfuckers, that bitch finna submit. Like, yeah, Trey Gang. He talking about my nipples and shit, so let me make another account. Be like, you still talking about this case? You must don't got a job type shit. Like, you know, to get everybody like, well, you know, Trey Gang, what he do, like, for a living? Since you mentioned it like that, but that what the op, like, damn. You know what I'm talking about? I'm just saying. The reason why me Teresa really crashing out, cause if you known as a neighborhood hoe, in the goddamn you might be popping when you was a young tenderoni, but bitch you 40. That's a difference. Yeah, you know, no matter how your body, you whatever you did to the body, you know what I'm like you a motherfucker gonna look at it like, damn, you know how old you is, bitch, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shit, man. Look, man, I'm about 40 years old. Oh yeah, bitch. It's over with. It is over with. Now she like, damn, got YNs out here like, damn, they don't fuck with Kruger no more type shit like, damn. But they do fuck with Kruger, but not you, bitch. Cause you look like that Kruger need to be shot. Like, yeah, we need to kill this one and sell this one on the market. We got some lion meat over, and then, no, I take that back. Not lion meat. So when you go to Miss Teresa and be like, damn, I'm gonna look at her facial features, I'm gonna look at all her titties. Nah, that bitch ain't no motherfucking lion. She ain't no goddamn you know what I'm about. Oh my god. Thanks to Steve Irwin, cause you know Steve Irwin would hop on crocodiles and shit, you know what I'm talking about? Like, y'all see that mate? Ooh, mate, that's what you call a wild crocodile right there. He finna chase that Johnny Hawk and jump on that motherfucking back, and that's Miss Teresa. Miss Teresa been captured like a motherfucker. Like she like, oh my god, but God, cause you know Steve Herman got that bitch in the chokehold and told everybody in the Australia accent, "Well, this is wild one, mates." Ooh, this here's the feisty. And you like, damn, oh my god, then you glued to that motherfucker like, oh shit, you know what I'm talking about? I got to get out of here. Yeah. Let me Hi y'all. Man, I got to get out of here, gang. I will go live later on tonight. And check this out. It's how many likes I got? 332. Come on, man. For the new people, because the Payat gang ain't got nothing to do with that now. But for the new people, man, you better join that program. Make it so bad you will join that program. Like, give me a reason why Trey Gang size betrayed Mitchell Richard trust. Cause you were hypnotized with some plastic coochies that was frozen up on look at the dates and the time when that bitch the ambulance, you know what I mean? Cause when it come to real life, real coochie don't freeze. I ain't never heard a motherfucker like my dick froze, bitch. Frozen in time, you know what I'm talking about? But this bitch said, yeah, y'all saw a frozen kick it. Now that motherfucker wasn't frozen. That motherfucker was hot and popping. But you ain't had a motherfucker that wanna dip and then that motherfucker. You like, yeah. Yeah, you know, me, Teresa, you know what I'm saying? You know, we had a fling in the past, but you know, that shit over with, like, you know what I'm talking about? You say you don't want none of this goddamn it, but God. That bitch finna scream, but God, and make a post and be like, y'all watch these mens. They would trick y'all. And everybody be like, yeah, I got a relationship problem. And no, a whole time you ain't got no relationship problem till you heard this bitch. So this bitch was traumatized and fucking with a pimp and took the bitch down through that. Like, yeah, bitch, it wasn't no motherfucker matrimony. You know what I'm talking about? This was macaroni. You know what I'm talking about? You thought you, bitch? This is what you Section 8 get. You went on Alpha and like, yeah, let me get some mac and cheese. And found out you really got the real deal. Like, yeah, then I got a real mac and about the cheese. And Trey came in that motherfucker like, yeah, bitch, I caught you on Alpha. Po-ho. You must looking for a miracle right now. But God, send me your way, bitch. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm gonna make a way for your hoe. Is it down? You know what I'm talking about? And then thing, you know, she finna be like, damn, you know what I mean? I'm down like a motherfucker. And then explain to her family, like, I'm not a hooker. Man, I'm mad at her, y'all. I love y'all, goddamn it. You know what I'm talking about? I just want everybody to see the light. Wait a minute. Before I get out of here, I just want to look at the lights one more time. 234. We could do better. Just because, just because of this right here alone, like damn, Trey Gang been said this shit 5 years ago. Man, they go straight drop, y'all. Man, that man on the footy. What the fuck? What's really going on? It's scaring me now. This message, you love a lifetime movie. Like, yeah, I remember this imagine females got their favorite lifetime movie. Like, yeah, girl, I remember that movie on Lifetime. This is my favorite movie. And just imagine that you watch a movie in the similar of Kenneka Jenkins case and you like, what the fuck? Man, you mean to tell me if the Lifetime got all of this going on with the movies, it's probably why Donald Trump partially motherfuckers when they come to a crime, they can get him of convicted. Look at all the partisans that he laid when it come to criminals. Boy, this shit crazy. Look, this shit so crazy. Watch this. When you look in the Kenneka Jenkins case, the first thing you finna do, this is the crazy part about it. The first thing you finna be do like, yeah, I'm dedicated to Kenneka Jenkins case. And then look, you so dedicated to nigga Jenkins case, but you ain't look at those little girls in the west side that came up missing, and the ones they found the body, they was all behind Miss Teresa house. They was found by Miss Teresa house, bro. Zaria Davis. Man, I'm like, Lord, this can't be real. This can't be real. Ain't nobody finna believe me on this. Ain't nobody. You know what? Stay tuned, gang. Y'all know how Trey Gang do. I'll be back. You ain't finna miss nothing. I just gave you something to think about. And everything, when I exit out this live, go on your YouTube channel, go on your Instagram, your Facebook, all of that. And what you need to do is track back every post when it first started. Not recent posts. Don't get entertained about like, yeah, this is YouTube and yeah, Miss Kenneka mother, she wanna break silence, said Kenneka knows how the Kenneka died and get you into it. Like, yeah, I wanna know, but the whole time it was designed for you for that. You see what I'm saying? That's what they scared of, bro. Cause I'm like, damn. The truth will really cut their money off. And these people so greedy, so greedy. That's why Miss Teresa telling everybody, I'm finna go back to court, y'all. And guess what? Motherfuckers finna be like, yeah, Miss Teresa, go back to court because we want to know the truth. And that's what she want. Like, yeah, really? And keep this in mind. What Miss Teresa will be taking these people back to court on? What? Like, oh, you want to take people go back to court because now you want to find out the truth and now you want to say something and then you say you want everybody to believe like I'm finna take it back to court and then we finna really get the truth. Be like, damn, you already made the deal. You can't take these people back to court, bitch. You can't take these people back to court. This is like if a motherfucker killed your daughter and served time. You just can't say like, yeah, he got out of jail. I want to go file a lawsuit. Really? Y'all. And this is small work what Trey Gang doing, right? Check this out. This what Trey Gang doing. Check this out. The reason why I'm finna do this the way I'm finna do this right now, cause I just want everybody to see, like, damn, Trey Gang, you was right. Cause this dude that's talking to the Chosen King, right? Look what he said about Chosen King, right? Matter of fact, look what Miss Teresa got caught doing. If you understand the footage, the first thing they gonna come out your mouth like this year, you a funky low down bitch. Since you pointed out this office, and I watched the footage, guess who office it was? The same motherfuckers at the protest. Hi y'all, and I'm out, gang. Love y'all. Love, peace, and a bottle of her grease. Like, share on the way out, and let's turn up for some Kenneka Jenkins, bruh.